You look at that, they're sleeping. Alright, I'll try not to wake them up during my intro for Goblins of Elderstone. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and good to see you here as we take our first look at the 1.0 release of Goblins of Elderstone. Well, to be fair, I'm in the beta version, but the 1.0 version is here as of when you see this video. It's been a long time coming. Today's episode is sponsored by the makers of Goblins of Elderstone as well, so make sure you check it out with the link down below in the description. Now, we've taken a look at this game before on the channel, as I mentioned. We've seen live streams and videos on it and followed it through its development, and it's never been better. And if you love yourself some base building, kind of RTS games, but more of a city builder with base building elements, I think you'll really enjoy this game. If we take a look at a new game here, we actually can create our own kind of goblin background, and we can focus on differences and things that unite them and divide them with other goblin tribes and clans. Game has a ton of achievements. As you can see, I've already kind of gotten a few of them in our previous playthroughs, and it looks like the game was able to kind of keep some of those in its memory, as we've seen many updates since the last time we played, which is pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and start with mythology. We can create our own story, we can create a pantheon, and we can also do a random creation. I believe this game has kind of a story focus, but also kind of like a endless sandbox mode too. That's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and pick our creed, which is good, neutral, or evil. I think for this time around, we'll just try to be good, because good can sometimes be bad, I suppose. We can focus on war, trade, or faith. Yeah, so you can have good goblins that are into war. You can have bad goblins that are into trade. You can basically make the like the Ferengi if you want to. Let's go with trade, though. That's going to be pretty cool. I did that last time. I think the good trade is a lot of fun. We can also go for focusing on divine magic, nature, or arcane. I think we'll go with nature. We'll go for like the, you know, the very peaceful goblins for this time around. But we can be goblins of war if we want to, and focus on that. Also, we have to focus on an enemy, so we could have the orcs, the dwarves, the elves, or the humans. Let's go with the humans then being our enemy. And let's see, story so far. So we can change this at any time when you're creating your little goblin background. You can, of course, have many different settings and change them right at the end. So we're good goblins who like trade, focus on nature, and they don't really get along with humans. We're competing against them. Those are our competitors. All right, let's jump in and create our new game. One more thing I forgot to show is the gods, essentially. So based on our decision, we have to appease different gods. In this case, we'll take Golden Tongue, who has a little bit to do, a little bit more with like trading and kind of being like, well, he's basically kind of more witty and into like manipulation, mind games. And we also have Copperface, which is all about traveling, trader, kind of more mischievous and like kind of a trickster. And we have ourselves, of course, well, yeah, the big boy, right? Smash, yeah. And also kind of a dark wizard, Moongast. Pretty cool too that you can actually kind of pray to these gods and try to keep them happy. You'll get benefits and also lose out on things if you make them angry, I believe. All right, select your village location. So now we get a random, nice, a random village. Now, when we build in Goblins of Elderstone, it's not just necessarily one village, but we'll be making interconnected villages. So if we happen to settle in the plains, we'll have kind of a more plain setting, and then of course, we can then expand and build more and more settlements. And the areas in which we could build are pretty large, so it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and see how things might change a little bit. Let's go ahead and enlarge. Oh, that's quite nice. Let's see. You can see where we've got plentiful and not plentiful stuff. This is pretty good. Plentiful food and everything else is moderate. Wood, stone, and a medium threat. Not too bad. I don't really think we can get too much of a low threat. I saw one, but everything else is pretty good. Okay, let's go with this setting. Let's begin. All right, so we're going to make a new clan. Select starting goblins. Right, so we can kind of take a look at all their benefits and their, I guess, things that necessarily don't benefit us as much. We can be attacked, we can be invaded, so having war stats are pretty good, but our focus is going to be a little bit more on trade. We also want to make a leader. We want to make sure that we've got, yeah, we have to have them like a male and female so they can also have children. So we got to have a good mix of all different types of tribes members, I guess. Our clan, as we're making our big O clan here. Let's see. So the stats are faith, trade, and war. So red is war, gold is trade, and white is faith. Looks like they also have some other things too, like Lazy or Savage or Insomniac. So if you're a big fan of games like RimWorld, those types of stats, those are something to keep an eye on. Oh, we have a Zealot here. Oh, it looks like he's a good faith healer. Also very good at trade. Now, let's see. We have an Insomniac here. Can be easily exhausted. We'll put that person on faith. Let's see. We have a Berserker, possibly a good warrior if we get them trained in that field. Berserker and Lazy. Okay, good guard there. Let's see. I guess having no buffs or debuffs is also okay. And one more. We'll go with the one there. Okay. And then, of course, we can kind of develop traits over time by giving them different skills and or combining them with, you know, if they get married or whatnot, then we can actually, or if they have children, then we can, I think, trade some of those skills with them. You can kind of breed the bad ones out. I'm not sure exactly. Something like that. Let's go with Raptoria, and let's begin. Here we go. Play without tutorials. Nah, let's take that tutorial. Good idea for me. Tutorials are disabled. Play without tutorials? No. Oh, do I have to enable? There we go. Cool. Let's begin. It's the village center. All right, so anywhere that we're looking, we'll place it. And we have some food trees here. All of these provide different goods. So we have like sticks from the tree, food from the other tree. Looks like we have stone. Areas where enemies can spawn are nearby too. Well, this is actually looking like a pretty good spot right where we started at the beginning. So I think we'll start right about here. Good spot for me. Boom. All right, that's a good spot. All right, build a grand hall. All right, let's do it. That'll be a good main building for all of our awesome goblins. Build it right about here. What is all this tall grass? Any bonus to that? We might be able to get hay or something out of that, or perhaps grazing ground for our... Maybe we can get animals. Oh, look at that. Our goblins are immediately working on cutting down birch trees. And they'll start to build that great hall. All right. The Grand Hall. All right, the Warrens are our housing units. We can start with that too. And our goblins do not like to walk on the ground if they don't have to. A lot of the times you can connect things with these really cool looking bridges. It looks really nice. Ooh, I like the double bridge going on. We'll go with the one. There we go. Wow, look at the detail. Alright, the main Grand Hall is under construction. Another one of those games I like where they show construction a little bit more than just scaffolding. You can see things in phases being constructed, things being added to the structure. Cranes nearby, scaffolding, nets to hold supply, wood and other materials sitting on the ground. Oh yeah. And lots of hammers, for sure. Alright, assign a breeder at the Grand Hall. Alright, so we need to get to breeding, I suppose. There's our king. And let's go with one of the ladies. Let's go with Clig here. Cool. Build a storage for your resources. You got it. That's going to be under storage. We can build that nearby. Cool little rope bridge. Alright, some of the buildings can connect on the ground floor, and some buildings can connect up high, depending on how far you build them away. Which is kind of cool. I'm really picky with how I lay out my buildings. I really want to, like, make the bridges look nice. I actually kind of care about the layout. Maybe a bit too much. Alright, so the storage is up next, and they'll have some housing. That's cool. Materials in the game include the storage itself that we're building now. We have berries, rocks, sticks, logs, firewood, juju, and also gold. Then we also have to worry about the camp capacity and our peon count and birth rate. So there's things that'll make us more powerful if we pay attention to them. Additionally, when we get attacked, since we're holding the high ground, we can build some towers near these little stairwells. And when enemy invaders come in, every kind of works like 7 days to die, where after a certain amount of days, we'll face a little attack. And so we have to defend a little bit. So if we guard those stairwells, it'll be a little harder for the enemy to attack. Oh, look at the grand halls. Very nicely lit. And the warrens are nice and dark so everyone can sleep. All right, there goes the storage. Very nice. Cool. So now we have to assign somebody to become a hauler. They'll go to the storage and pick things up from other locations and then bring it back there. So how do we go about that? We click on the building, click on the job slot, and then let's go with somebody who is, I don't know. Go with someone who's spiritual. There we go. Oh, we gotta drag them into that spot. There we go. And so they'll haul all the time. Now, obviously, the more haulers that we assign, the more efficient they'll be, in the same if they're closer to where a resource is. So, for example, they'll go grab pretty much anything that's close, and so they're gathering berries that I think we started with near this little campfire. Makes getting materials a little faster. Alright, so now, the cool thing about this game that I remember standing out the last time I played is that based on what we chose at the beginning, whether we wanted to be faithful, focus on war, or trade, you get more buildings based on your specialization. Under village, all the villages, whether it's trade, faith, or war, get all the village buildings. Water is always going to be important, decoration, lighting, that kind of thing. But, you know, faith, we're a little more limited on our buildings, so we don't get as much magical power, and we don't get as much war buildings, but we can certainly build them. But trade is where we will excel, so we're going to focus a little bit more on that. But let's build a crafting hut. So under trade, boom, right there. We're going to go ahead and build one of those. And so, of course, we got to go get some stone, and we got to get wood and stuff to keep that going. Go ahead and build our building here. Obviously, the closer things are together, too, the more we can fit up on this plateau. And also, the faster they can walk between their jobs. So, kind of nice to do that. Now, eventually, I think we could build, from what I can recall, kind of like elevators that can get us up into these higher areas. And that might give us better resources. And or get us across the map a lot faster. Alright, so the crafting hut is being built now. We have a chokeberry tree over here. Okay. And we've got yet another building being constructed. I believe they'll make tools from the same materials that they're making the building out of. We'll see. Oh, there comes the top portions. Nice. And the chokeberries, actually, conveniently enough, are right over here. So, yeah, as we're gathering all that food, it's literally right next door. So there's a little bit of wood here. Well, sticks, and a little bit of the chokeberries there. And so we should be able to use that for food and some basic building materials. So we're in a good spot. Hey, job done. Assign a goblin to be a crafter. So this is where they will make basic tools, but I can't recall what they're called. It might just be quote-unquote tools. Alright, now we got to build a woodcutter hut. So let's go ahead and do that. So under build, we have the woodcutter hut here. And we can put that probably the best over here. Right over here. Next to this tree should be just fine. And next to the storage, too. Alright. Oh, yeah, it actually... It's best to put it near a gigantic elder tree which grows smaller trees around it. Ah, okay. They want us to put it up there. Well, we're close to our base. So if we build it up here, they don't have to walk too far to get there. Actually, I don't see a way for them to get down there except for one little stairwell here. We could be pretty well damned wow, okay, if the enemy attacks, they have to go through one small stairwell. Good and a bad thing. It means anytime that we go down there, we have to actually, like, basically go through that small little area. Oh, look at how nice the village looks. All the smoke and stuff coming out of the buildings. Each of them have a unique animation, too. Like the crafting hut, for example, you'll see somebody twisting the giant, I guess, the drill up top. Berries being stored in the bucket. Smoke coming out of the grand hall. And also the living quarters, which has a capacity of 10. And, oh yeah, okay, so now we're up to 16. I believe the starting building might give us some capacity, too. Perhaps. That's where, like, the quote-unquote royal family lives. Hey, and look at that. We got some people already gathering berries in a uniform. Cool. Dinka, dinka, dinka. Alright, woodcutter hut's going up next. Well, looks like we can actually plant trees to be decorative too. Let the deforestation begin. Assign a goblin woodcutter. Let's go with somebody who's strong. A lazy berserker. Not that one. We want him for security. There we go. We'll assign that one. Alright, start preparing for the cold winter and build a kindler. Ah, we're going to make charcoal out of wood in order to keep warm. Look at all the building types here, too. Trade hall, crafting hut, woodcutter hut, kindler, blacksmith, weaver, scavenger hut, lumber mill, stone mine, iron mine, pigsty, brewery, butcher, and the workshop. And then under faith, we have our faith hall, temple, shaman hut, laboratory, and voodoo hut. And then under war, we have the war hall, stockades, the warg den, the watchtower, the barracks, and the guard tower. Not sure how I feel about the bear X, but I do like everybody using those goblin emotes down below in the comments section. Loot goblins, y'all. Alright, let's build that kindler then. So that's right here. And we'll connect that to the supply hut. As you can see, that tree was already cut down there in the field. But the good news about that is we can always destroy that building and move it somewhere else. In order to make more room for our base. Oh, here we go. There was a tree right up here. I didn't even know it was there. But the good thing is that at least we can cut down that tree too and clear some more land for us to build in. And we can do another woodcutter down here if we want to. You're always going to need wood. You're always going to need stone. So, I mean, those are things that are constant. We'll build another one there too. And there it goes. Look, it takes a long time to cut down a tree in this game from what I recall. When they cut down a tree, it then becomes a log, and then they cut it into small pieces and smaller planks and sticks and whatever else they use for a very long time. It takes quite some time, so having more to clear an area is better. Plus, of course, you can build your base a lot more organized that way by getting rid of the trees. And, of course, if you're going to build something, it probably takes wood, so to cut down the wood and organize that before they're done is a good idea. Okay, more construction going on. Kindler's being built. So construction works where we can actually prioritize the construction. Some things are done in phases, and it'll show you the resources that are needed to build. In this case, 8 wood, which is, I think, indicated as logs. Yeah, and then 5 stone, which almost looks like iron because it looks silver, but, you know. All right, now we need to build a log splitter. So, or assign a log splitter. Let's go ahead and go with that one there. There we go. And now a watchtower. Time to get into the war stuff. And we can put it right down here and monitor the enemy movements. We'll put it right around here. Now, I believe this actually works where the enemy can try to climb the tower. So if we stick the stairwell away from them, it gives us an extra, you know, literally an extra shot for whomever our goblin guard is to fire at the enemy as they're approaching. Alright, so we'll kind of maintain an eye over that. So if we look around, we might be able to see the enemy portals. There's Juju there. A carry-on stock. Wow, that's a weird thing. The Elder Graveyard. This is where I think the enemy will spawn from, which I can't recall what kind of enemy it is. Maybe other goblins, I forget. But oh, and there's also graves here too. Be a grave mistake to go over there, that's for sure. We also have money in this game too. Gold, which is acquired from trade, so that's going to be one of our main things as we are into trade. That's cool. Okay, I'm looking for where we might have stone. I think we got about 1,000 stone out in front of us. We're going to need a lot of that. We're getting a little low. But our people are getting what they need. We can also get stone from here, rock piles. But we can always mine more stuff too. Ah, the temperature, right. We're also going to get ready for winter, so the season is summer, which will last 3 years. Interesting math. And you can see the warmth, so I guess winter will come slowly and it'll last quite some time, so we'll have to be careful about that. We'll need to keep warm around the fire. And that's exactly what we're using the kindler for. Nice animations on all the buildings, too. Kind of fun and kooky. Lighthearted. It's good. Need to cut back a little bit and relax. Just relax. Tribe storage. Oh, we can store up to 800. Oh, okay. That's quite a bit of storage. Nice to see. Well, the nice thing is this building is 45% effective. And when the new one is built, it'll be even more effective since it'll be next to that tree. Looks like it's ready to go. It's just being constructed. Okay, well, as soon as that's done, we'll switch Kavala from that building to the other one. And the watchtower is also being constructed. Perfect. Which will assign our best soldier. Build a trade hall. I agree. Gotta do some big O trade. We'll build that right here. Let's destroy that building and get Kavala assigned here. And there's our tower guard. So when the enemy approaches, it works as kind of like an archer tower. Whenever the enemy approaches, we can shoot at them when they get very close. And I don't think... Oh, we can. We can actually see the range. So the big O red circle is where we can shoot at them. So as they close in, they're going to converge on this stairwell. Woodcutter hut complete. Oh, a new baby was born. How wonderful. That's gorgeous. Good. And the trade hall is almost done, too. Well, it's getting there. Whoa, what was that? Ah, yes, more wood. Good. Good. Well, that's looking nice. Ooh, look at the construction go. All in phases. Well, they're taking their time, aren't they? We take a look here at the building. They just need 2 stone. We're gonna have to start mining that too. Construction's close to being done. Very close indeed. Looking forward to that being done. Back low. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on. A little bit of food coming in. Yeah, we got a little bit of everybody working everywhere. Peon count is 3. I think that means 3 unassigned workers. Oh, there goes the logger again. There he goes. Well, let's go ahead and speed up time. We've gotten most of what we need done. Trade hall needs a little bit more stone. We could assign this as priority scavenge, but we're good. Find somebody to trade. We'll go with a good business guy here at 5. Tutorial complete! Well, that was easy. Well done, you've successfully guided your goblins through their first steps into Elderstone. Very good. All right, what do we got for business? 3, 2, 2. I think we chose the right one for the job. Priorities are to collect berries, sticks, and rocks, and to deliver firewood as needed. So now we just need to grow our population. We're going to need a lot more wards for that. Or wardens. Warrens, that's what it is. Wardens, that's for a prison, Raptor. Okay. There we go. Build another one of those, and anybody who's unassigned, we can get them to what we need most. Have more of that gathered. There we go. Now I think builders are pretty much anybody who might be unassigned. Let's see. No, we're going to want to unassign somebody then. And they could go back to construction. And then the children will grow up. And we'll have even more goblins in the town. Based on them getting older and older. And then, of course, they'll find a mate and more of them will come on in. Oh yeah, Traveling Merchant will actually come in from off-map too, which is nice. Traveling Merchant, of course, will be able to buy and sell stuff to us. And we're low on frogs. 4 goblins want 6 frogs. Which is why we wanted to put another person into storage. But I also put more people on wood because eventually winter will come, and so we need more wood for the loggers to do their things. Peaceful. Ooh, an adult joins Raptoria. Ah, so not all of them have to be born here, but some of them can also migrate to the town. Excellent. It looks like everybody's overjoyed. The goblins are less likely to riot. Good. All their needs are being met. That tree is pretty. It's very nice that they decorated it and added all sorts of cool lanterns to it. We got lots of firewood. We may as well keep saving that up for the year. Okay, we've assigned another person there, and we'll keep one person as a builder. Uh-oh, danger. The first undead horde is on their way. And it looks like one from there. Oh boy. Graveyards are alive with the sounds of screaming and moaning. They're coming. Soon enough. I think we need to get another soldier up soon. Ooh, we have a good trader here with 7. Nice. One on military for that one. Who else do we got? 3 and 4, 3. Well, we need like a 4. That'd be nice. Crackling fire sounds really nice. I like that. Ooh, temperature's getting a little colder. Almost to winter. We're now into autumn. We have a job priority, too. Well, we've kind of auto-assigned everybody already, so that's fine. Now, there they go with more logs. More and more logs. Leaving one person on assigned for building. And or for just miscellaneous hauling. Alright, I wonder when that first horde will arrive. It shouldn't be anything too dangerous, but still something to be cautious about. So as we build, we get further and further away from the main buildings, and so when this area gets completely full in terms of this map, then we connect it with other larger settlements on the map too. So it's not that we're just building one big goblin city, we're building an entire civilization. Like in the civilization games where you found multiple cities and then you trade between them. So it's a great way to be able to expand quickly and then trade and make money, which is pretty nice. Alright, another warren is completed. Good. We got room for more people to live. They want a lot of frogs. How do we get that? Let's see. Do we assign that to the distributor? Or the storage? I think we get frogs from over on a pond somewhere. There's actual different areas to gather these things. There should be a physical pond on the screen, but sometimes we can also trade with the trader when he comes around. So if we have too many, let's say too much stone, we can always trade that stone for something that we need more of, including the frogs, which is cool. We're not going to have every resource on the map, so obviously every time that we build, we're going to have to build and find ourselves a different settlement with different types of resources, which I think we could trade between our settlements, but it might be reliant on the traveling merchant. So some areas might be plentiful in frogs and wood, and others might be more plentiful in those plants that we found earlier, the carrion stock. Cool. Alright, so we've got one free. Cool. I'm glad we got 2 homes up, so that means very good. Everybody's overjoyed. What makes them the most upset? Alright, there's different things to follow, too, in terms of, like, different wants and happiness. So, the faith people aren't very happy, but it's mostly because we haven't built a faith building. But it might help if we do that, build a faith hall. So we'll need stone, planks, iron, and basic tools in order to build that. But we could build a temple to start with. Something a little more simple. There we go. Tools, wood, and stone to build that. Cool. A new baby born. Awesome. Love to see it. Alright, we're just waiting for things to grow. More berries on the way. Birth rate on average is 1 per year. We have a capacity of 422, so that's good. We now have up to 11 more people in the town. Now, when does that attack come? Let's speed up things even further. It's coming soon. A new adult has joined Raptoria. Possible that we can get somebody working in faith. That'll get the happiness up even more. Oh, and now it really looks like autumn. Now, there's different biomes. You know, we can have biomes that are forested, beach biomes, desert biomes. Boy, in this case, what is going on? Alright. Oh, they're really getting ready to attack now. The undead are truly awake. Like a pumpkin head. Oh, they're coming. 2 of them. Okay, they're on their way. Oh boy, let's see what happens. Okay, here they come. All right, they're almost within range. Get ready to fire. And here they go. Nice. So the better our warriors, the faster they'll shoot. Nice. Oh, now we have some dropped bones. Good. A resource that our goblins can collect. Very nice. There'll be more on the way, don't you worry. We have a lot more food to gather, too. Ah. We have a little one who's going to be a fantastic warrior. So I guess the red skin means that they're warriors. The kind of more yellow-orange skin is trading, and the white skin is for faith. And green is just kind of all around, just goblin. They're just natural, everyday goblins, which is pretty cool. Specializations, of course, give them bonuses in that particular field. But, of course, if you were to take, like, an orange trade goblin and maybe, like, a warrior goblin, and then maybe you'll have a trader who's also pretty good at war. Which is good, because then you can always switch them around based on which one's better at the time. They can help in all aspects. Cool. Another adult has joined the settlement. Let's take this one for now. You can see the tower is now at 102% effectiveness. Very good. So from here on out, the goal is to basically continue to expand and resolve all the issues with all of the settlements, the things that our people want the most, and the more we are here, the longer that we're here, the more demands that they get. Now, keep in mind that this is just for trade for now, and so we have yet to see the trader coming on in, and the traveling merchant will come in and buy and sell stuff to us. And really, our most powerful aspect here is going to be gold for some of the gods that will also come in too once the faith building is complete, which it is, or almost. Then we can start praying to our god and then appeasing him that way. So we will gather resources from the world map, or this map here, trade them with the traveling merchant, and then also anything that we don't have or produce we can buy, and then we can also do faith and then continue to raise the population. Now, once we do that, then we can expand to some of these other areas too. There's our frogs here, actually. So we'll be able to get those frogs from there and try to gather every resource and clear the map of all these different gravestones. And then the map is truly ours. Well, would you look at that? I wonder if the goblins, these little attackers, are moving. Oh, the skeleton goblins. I wonder if they move slower because it's winter time. Well, regardless, they're not going to break through that tower. They're almost here. Ooh, cool. They actually forge paths through the snow. Look at that. And it's snowing, so some of the path actually comes back. Cool. Didn't know that was a thing. Guy doesn't even stand a chance. Not sure what we can do with those bones. There must be... Oh, it's a removal. A little bonus thing. Oh, they're good shots. Oh, third one. Nice job. And those warriors will be much better now. Much more practice. Good for them. Cool. This building's almost complete. We need some more stone. What else do we got goblins doing? Get rid of one for now for helping to build. Yep, which means we're working over here. Wow, our 5-year-old kicking ass. Good job. Already getting some hard work in. Rather than bashing the enemy's skulls, they're bashing rocks. Probably for the best. Nice. Third horde wave will rise soon, and that's going to be one of our major goals, is to continue to defend. I'm waiting for that trader to be here, but it might take a year. And of course, there's more tech and more things to unlock. 12 goblins want 19 berries. Oh, right, and the berry gathering is a little slower in the winter. But that's fine. We can always add another resource gather. Is there any food nearby? I'm not seeing another berry tree nearby immediately. Oh, we can always trade for that. Always something to do in the Goblin Empire. Ah, and now we have our faith one. Now, who's our faith person? Now we'll have Ronan do it. There we go. Cool. And so our happiness should be even higher over time. I think we got everybody where we want them, that's for sure. Good. Very good. All right, we're about ready to finish surviving our first winter and our first year. Soon it'll be springtime, and then we begin the cycle again. Defenses having to be even more powerful as more and more creatures will attack. And this is only just scratching the surface. Oh boy. And here comes the enemy. And a big old cemetery down there too. I think we can actually clear that out, can't we? Mark for cleansing. Ooh, we could actually mark that if we have a shaman to do that. No shaman available. Okay. Oh, we could tell them to clear corpses. Heal goblins and spread faith. Interesting. So they can clear all the bodies from the map. They can heal and bless our people, or do something where they can bless the map, and that must have to do with them clearing it out. When there's no more threats, I suppose we've officially settled the lands and we can start trading here. But yep, here comes all the enemies again. Here they come again. Let's do a little more faith here. Wow. The commander actually came out to help and held the line. Nice. The king has kicked some ass. Wanzentum Raptoria, that's his name. Cool. And yep, our people are out blessing all that stuff, I think. Very good. Very good. And here comes spring. Ooh, getting a little colder. And a little storm before the passing. The final storm. Oh, come on, merchant. Come visit, merchant. I want you. Come on, visit. Come on down. Bum, bum, bum. Oh boy. Gonna be a doozy of a next year, that's for sure. But overall, we've made it to spring. Very nice. We have today for Goblins of Elderstone. Thanks again, everybody, for subscribing to the channel and checking this one out with the link down below in the description. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you all soon for more. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. That's all we got for now, so I'll see you. Bye.